Well, I'm a big dumb idiot. Why don't I just take a look as well? Anyway, hello there folks, standing on it. I'm Gaming Chase welcome back. Now we continue our quest. Find the pieces of a lock. Fix the nail. Better not like put something right in there. But I do not want to do the side quest. I'm also the one to actually do the main game itself.
No altered material detected in area. Personnel may now safely enter. Have a bureau full day.
If I do decide to actually do the side quest, I will overlay. I don't know if I'll get flagged for it or not, but I will put it. Done? Okay. Now then. Need to. Okay, first of all, pick up where I need to go. Alright, there. I'm gonna pause right on in. And open up this door. That's up. And always gotta check those bathrooms. You know what you might find? I do not need to hear that. If I want a good movie review, I ask Movie Slate. Alright. Go. Movie camera supplement. In case you're wondering, the movie camera is a altered item, and we will at some point actually do that. Alright.
He's got in. Boom. The nail. Pile of smoking rubble.
Marshall blew up the nail? What the hell was she thinking?
Well, let's find out, shall we? Have to get all put the stuff here. Da 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 da. Da da da. Boop 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 doo. Do 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 do.
The hiss got in. The Foundation is overrun. I was out of time and out of options. I took all the C4 I could get my hands on and strapped it to the nail. Boom. A desperate move. But it's better off in pieces than in enemy hands. Trench wouldn't be thrilled. He always said how vital the nail was. how it was the Bureau's duty to protect it. Bullshit. Those years spent in the director's chair warped his priorities. In the end, he valued order over people, the advice of invisible voices over that of old friends. He lost sight of who he was. The board made sure of that. But I did my duty. The Hiss can't corrupt a pile of smoking rubble. My last act as head of operations. I'm done. At least I could take those bastards down with me.
Well, sorry, Marcel, but it looks like we're about to do all the undo all the work that you just did.
All right, this is the last one. I can't believe Marshall's brilliant plan was to blow up the nail. And she thought I wasn't ready.
Let's see what we're dealing with here. You do have to work kind of fast with that because the crystalline structures will regrow.
Easy as pie. Fuck. But that's the last one. I fixed it, didn't I?
Right. Oh, I gotta go over, where do we go? Where do we go?
Holy shit.
The astral plane. It's working apart.
Oh, thank God. What the hell was all that? Things should be better now, not worse. Emily will know. I hope.
Okay. Keep in mind one thing is that the board does speak in, Also, that looks oddly familiar. Wait a minute. That's the Red Crown. The reason why I say that is because it looks very similar to the Red Crown from Cult of Lamb, which I will play at some point. Maybe,
Director?
maybe not, I don't know.
What did you do? What is causing these tremors?
I thought you could tell me. I completed the 4 rituals just like the board told me to. The astral bleed should have stopped.
Look, it has stopped. The nail is repaired. But we have a new problem. My analysis of the nail indicates that it is literally a piece of the astral plane. Or possibly a vessel containing the astral plane. Or both. Either way, Right now, both dimensions are vibrating at completely incompatible frequencies. The spatial friction they are generating is incalculable. It's going to destroy both planes.
I messed this all up. Maybe Marshall was right to destroy the nail. I should have left it in pieces.
No, then the astral plane would still be leaking in. Sometimes there's no right answer, Jesse. We need more information.
No. I need to fix this, now. I'll figure something out.
No, we should really make a plan. The tremors are originating from directly below us, but we don't know what...
Perfect. I'll head down and take care of whatever's going on. Just do what you can from here.
Jesse, you can't just...
I have to, Emily. I'm the director. This is on me.
I hope I know what I'm doing. That was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
Entering day plus 118.
I'm about to get an
Crystals
answer
are
as
growing like crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
I'm about to get an answer as to why Marshall wasn't around. And we only ever saw the one.
Astral spike. HRA was damaged. The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
I tried to get out after the detonation, but the astral spike came out of nowhere. I escaped, but my HRA was damaged. I'd bet a year's salary the board sent it. We never did see eye to eye. They have too much control over Trench, the Bureau, the House. They make themselves part of every important process. Nothing a little C4 can't fix. 2 birds, 1 bomb. Christ, what a mess. But I stopped the hiss. I did it. If Faden did her part, then the Bureau is safe. Until the next thing. Jesse has good reason to hate the Bureau. But that could be what we need right now. She won't follow the same path. Won't fall into the same traps. She'll lead her way. So, Director Faden, here's my last lesson. You can't save everybody.
Well, we're about to lose our head of operations.
Nobody.
Marshall? That's good.
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right. Leave your
Fuckers,
innocence
take
aside.
everything. I am not letting you take this.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Sorry, I wasn't here to help.
The nail is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her. But I can still save everyone else. Well, fuck you too.
Oh, I'll be sure to.
Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
Best way to, I guess, could say, describe how Marshall essentially plays out is Marshall will essentially do the exact same things that you can do. In a sense, basically, so you can, like your ability, still use them. So be careful that, so also you of course use the, trying to maybe I might not be. It's him, the former.
The nail is secure. The hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise, I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her bureau together?
Not a sort, but it's actually pretty good.
I thought I know how to handle things, now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau.
It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
Is the former still down there? I need to know if the former's down there. No, he's not. Gone. And that's, I guess, could say it for the DLC, the Foundation. Now there is another DLC to this game called Altered World Event. Now, the interesting thing about that is that that one actually is a correlation with another game that Remedy actually made called Alan Wake. Which, the thing about that has to do with a lake that supposedly oh. Wait. I say Dylan. Oh, do you have anything to say?
Jesse, so did you find the original Bureau expedition?
Like their ID? I picked up it's pretty old.
Oh, wow. I found a few ID, or more accurate.
Are you starting
I'm going for I kid, but I suppose they are sort of like big. The one it looks like it's a rare one that.
Want to keep it?
Yeah, I have, but I think high clearance access.
Sounds like you have some.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash, or like Darling, he seemed to enjoy. What I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members. Here, it's an old skeleton. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for.
I'm gonna assume this key is my. And that.
Go bango. Well, keep your eyes peeled if Ash's notes are reliable.
Find 5 ID cards. Now, I've never done the side quest to this, so I have no idea what's in there. I'm gonna go ahead and use up my things here. And now it's time for the next DLC. And I was very sensitive that the Foundation, even though you only ever got to use 2 new things, I found it was actually rather interesting. I did. It was actually pretty good. Now, of course, keep in mind when I first played it, it was new to me because, well, obvious. I only knew it the base game.
Everything's good here, Director.
Wrong one.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there, reaching for her, trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Phaeton sensed a drowning man, a hunger in the Investigation sector.
Investigation sector, huh?
This took me by complete surprise when it first happened. So now we start the new DLC.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there. A presence. Jesse Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Faden was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Faden paused to feel it. The force at play here. It was changing things around her, subtle, trying to make her act. Faden didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss. So it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away. And made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man. A man desperate to escape. She sensed something else, too. A hunger in the dark. Not unlike the hostile resonance. Waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation sector. Faden pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
We should check this out.
I will at some point will play Alan Wake, but keep in mind, a lot of it will be different. You can see there is a lot here.
Hello? Anyone here? Guess not. Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the bureau. It's not working. Probably a loose power core somewhere. Gate should open.
Oh. What? also gonna be putting on some. I'm gonna put on immortality for because the boss of this area can be very tricky. So that. Another power cable.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake. Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink. Yippish.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen
Yeah.
it.
Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
That was the Alan Wake? The famous writer? He disappeared years ago. It was all over the news back then. And Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
In other words, basically, they're making somewhat of a reference there to the actual game that Remedy made. This is a DLC, of course, for obvious reasons. But Alan Wake in itself was actually a real good game that Remedy made. Now, granted, aside from this game, we know, and for Alan Wake at the time, we know that they made Max Payne. And also, I should make mention, and I've said this before, that they are making a remake of Max Payne, and I'm actually kind of excited to see what they do with Max Payne 1 and 2. See how true they stay to the story, and how they're gonna remaster it, or remake it, or something like that. Because I played all 3 games. I've actually legitimately played all 3 games. Sorry about that. Mail call came a little early. Anyway. Okay. Okay.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change. Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work. This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC, brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound, a resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here? That doesn't look like a house shift. Do I
even want to know?
I'll claim the control point.
The Hiss are already in here. Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
I'll find another way around.
This darkness is blocking the door. So now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and send light burns it away, huh? Makes sense.
That is the biggest thing to do with Alan Wake. Is that I don't know if there was another game that did the whole light burns darkness thing. I don't know. Not kind of the darkness or darkness 2. Oh, great.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. Everything was a monster. Now we crashed out of darkness toward Faden. The resonance carves its way through the thing that had been Hartman, vibrating, remolding. The sound changes the darkness, and the darkness changes the sound. They both changed what remained of Hartman. They all turned into something else. A third thing. The sound made darker. The darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. Stretched as anyone when seen from out of time, like a worm through time. Almost an Ouroboros, a spiral, a maelstrom. The gravity well of a black hole, twisting inward, tightening, taking you deeper and deeper to the bottom, the heart, and through to the other side. The third thing said, when you hear this, you will know you're a new you. He said, we build you till nothing remains. He said, under the conceptual reality, behind this reality, you must want these ways to drag you away. He said, baby, 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 yeah, orange peel. The third thing was a monster. He'd tear apart any ordinary person crossing his path. Now we crashed out of darkness toward Faden. There was nothing ordinary about Faden.
In case you're wondering what just happened there with the vending machine, that's actually something I believe only in this.
Agent Fisher, day 6 inside the motel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detected.
My understanding of the darkness is...
Let there be light. Somehow that did not hit him.
I don't feel right. Something in this darkness is draining me.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. There was a game I played that had that mechanic. Well, if you went into the darkness.
Shit. Now what? What is that?
Come on, elevator, time to go!
That is Hartman. Best way to pretty much describe that is this. Do not go into the darkness. It's one of those monsters that can only be harmed by a pretty obvious. You're in the darkness, he will find you. That there is hard. As you can possibly
Ma'am,
tell.
what are you doing in investigations?
Jesus, don't scare me like that, Langston.
If you're talking right now, I can't hear you. It's a one-way system. Try to find an intercom.
Langston, it's me, Jesse.
I know. I can see you on the monitors. The cameras in there haven't worked since we sealed that sector off a couple years back.
Let me guess. You sealed it because of the monster guy.
Wait, did you see Dr. Hartman? Jesus, I really wish you hadn't opened that fire break. Okay, listen, you need to find Hartman and kill him before he gets out into the Bureau.
That thing is a person?
He was a person. We brought him here to study after he was, altered in an AWE. I forget the medical word for what happened, but now light physically hurts him. Do you have a flashlight?
No.
A lantern? Headlamp? Oh, yeah, flare gun. Oh, Christmas lights. You could wrap them around your...
I don't have any of those, Langston.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm sure you'll think of something. I'll keep an eye on you from the panopticon. This is kind of exciting, right?
Maybe from where you're standing.
Right, okay. Well, break a leg. Oh, why did I say that?
Okay, this Hartman thing can't have gotten very far. Let's go flush him out. Langston was right. This is kind of exciting.
It's just nice to have someone to talk to, you know? Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different, like I'm crazy for wanting to work with altered items. People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items.
Doesn't
Still,
want
I don't
to
know why
brag.
people are making it so personal.
Right.
I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day, and no one thinks they're weird. Well, maybe that's not true. Darling is famous for being a bit out there, but when he's weird, it's charming. Altered items really aren't that frightening once you get to know them. If you figure out what they like or don't like, you know, what sets them off, then there's nothing to worry about. I guess at the end of the day, we're still just wild animals scared of our own shadows. We're supposed to be on the same team, but sometimes it feels like it's every department for themselves, like it's a race and we're all trying to be number one. If it is a race, though, I'd say Darling is a mile ahead of everyone else. He was Trench's golden boy for years, but that relationship has gotten pretty tense, or so I've heard through the grapevine. Not that I spread rumors, just, you know, people talk. Not me, though. I keep my nose to the grind. Too much work to do to focus on those kinds of things. I need to stay focused so I can get my work done and get home to feed Alfred.
He's
of course,
just gonna talk forever,
can't always
isn't
make
he?
it home for mealtime, so I have my neighbor check in on Alfred at 7 o'clock if I'm not back yet. She's very nice. Her name is Maria. She's older. She came to New York in the 50s to attend school.
I'm gonna let this thing go.
She has a couple of kids. I met them at Thanksgiving. Big family. Very nice people. Anyway, she has a key to my apartment, and she gives Alfred his dinner if I'm not home. I'm gonna have to buy her a nice fruit arrangement as a thank you after this. I'm missing a lot of Alfred's meal times. She's probably gonna have to go to the store for more wet food. I'll have to remember to pay her back. Hold on, let me make a note. Pay back Maria for Alfred's food. Okay. Oh, one more thing. And buy her a fruit arrangement. All right, done. Are you a cat person? I don't think I ever asked. You seem like one, though. You'd like Alfred. He's very proper. Really carries himself well, you know? I named him after my favorite poet. Felt like a good fit. I got Alfred just before Sylvia died when I was at the... You know, I don't really remember where I got Alfred from. But, boy, those two did not get along. Oh, no. Sylvia thought she owned the place. Didn't like me getting in her way. Scratched me more than once when I was just trying to move her food bowl. That cat was a real asshole.
Wow.
I'm realizing now that
That's
language was
kinda
not
harsh.
entirely, professional. You see, Sylvia didn't tolerate most people. Or animals. Or anything. And that's what I meant when I said asshole. I would never use that word about a person. It was just, hey, there's a light flashing on the console here. I gotta, check this out. I'll get back to you later.
Real smooth, Langston.
I don't think anybody really allows him to really talk. Anyway, with that being said, I guess I'll end the episode here. I would be surprised if that was an actual achievement there that just popped up. I don't know, something like a Panopticon brag or something like that. Listen to its entire thing. But anyway, I'm gonna pass it before I end the episode here. Subscribe if you want to check out other videos I've done in the past, or to stay tuned for future videos on the channel. Comment down below what you think of this game, or if you have another game you want me to check out on the channel, be sure to let me know down below. Until next time, stay tuned for something cooler, and I will see you in the next video, my friends. Bye bye.